The security and defense forces of Ukraine delivered a powerful and unexpected counterstrike against the enemy. Special units of the main intelligence directorate of the Ministry of Defense of Ukraine, together with their comrades in arms, carried out a brilliant and extremely complex operation to clear the strategically important city of Stepnogorsk. During fierce fighting in difficult urban conditions, the forces of the Russian occupiers were decisively driven out of their fortified positions, and key locations in the city came under Ukrainian control. However, analysts from the Deepstate monitoring group urge people to view the situation realistically. The enemy still has reserves, and the combat zone remains dynamic. How exactly did the main intelligence directorate break through the enemy's defenses? What role did the change in Ukrainian command play, and why is Stepnogorsk now a point of fierce confrontation? You can find more details in our report. You are watching the Glavred channel. I'm your host, Yevhen Serov. Like this video and subscribe to the channel. The clearing of Stepnogorsk was an extremely important task, as Russian pressure in this sector had recently become excessive. The occupiers did not stop trying to seize this bridgehead and even managed to penetrate deep into our defenses, particularly in the areas of the settlements of Rechne, Lukyanivske, and Pavlovka. But the Ukrainian defenders not only stopped the enemy, they completely drove them out of these settlements and built on their success further. As our aerial reconnaissance units share, this success was preceded by colossal preparatory work. First, the defense forces systematically cut off the Russians' logistics. After that, a precise strike was delivered against the enemy's eyes. Ukrainian fighters identified and eliminated the Russian drone operators, completely minimizing their influence on the course of the battles. When the occupiers were left blind and without ammunition supplies, Special Forces assault groups from the GUR entered the fight. They arrived at their positions in armored vehicles. The enemy tried to repel the attack with their own kamikaze drones, but one of the FPVs, which attempted to ram our armored vehicle, was destroyed before it could reach its target. As a result, the enemy fortifications in Stepnogorsk fell. Nevertheless, analysts from the Deepstate monitoring channel note that operations in this area have been ongoing for a long time and it is too early to relax. On the map of Stepnogorsk, the red zone of occupation has changed to gray, not blue. Why is that? The explanation is simple and honest. Despite colossal losses, Russian infantry still has certain reserves and constantly tries to infiltrate, slip through, and entrench themselves in the ruins of buildings. It's still too early to talk about full control and final stabilization of the area, but it has become much more difficult for the occupiers to carry out their plans. Deepstate highlights an important detail. There has been no recent reinforcement of Russian manpower in this area. This means they are depleting their existing resources. Right now, the defense forces are doing everything possible to completely eliminate the remaining Russian groups scattered across the area and to finally resolve this issue. Military logic and clear coordination between GUR assault troops, artillery, and drone operators have produced results. Seizing the tactical initiative in Stepnogorsk disrupts the Russian General Staff's plans for a large-scale offensive on Zaporizhia and forces the enemy to panic and switch to defense in areas where they had planned their victorious advance.